As a former member of the Washington Redskins front office, should the Washington Redskins name make a return? Since the Washington Commanders removed the name in 2020, this has caused quite a stir on social media. We've seen a Montana senator that I talked about a year ago on this channel here wanting to bring the Redskins logo and name back. Vinny, as a former Redskins front office member, what are your thoughts on the name being changed in 2020? Do you have any opinions on it, and do you think that the old name should be brought back?
I mean, if the Indian culture is fine with it, I wish the old name had come back. I wish the helmets had come back. I wish the jerseys had come back, because I mean, I slip all the time and still call it Redskins. It's hard for me to call it Commanders or football team,
Right. Yeah.
because that's not what I'm used to. And like the uniforms is tough, because the helmet was, I mean, that was special. The helmet.
It was iconic. Yes. Yeah, and the helmet, the logo here of a chief, the old Blackfoot chief here, the Blackfoot tribe. Stephen, former Montana senator here. I talked to him about a year ago. My buddy here, my former teammate, who's of full Native American descent. We talked about it about a year ago. Montana senator is pushing to bring the name back, and I wanted to get your take on it here. Take a listen to this.
As the DEI movement went way too far. Look, this is honoring a Blackfeet chief who was born in Montana. He's highly esteemed. The Blackfeet tribe of Montana, their current chairman and the tribal council signed a letter in strong support to bring the logo back. It honors Indian country. So we've had good discussions with the NFL and with the Commanders. There's good faith negotiations going forward that's going to allow this logo to be used again. Perhaps revenues going to a foundation that could help Native Americans in sports and so forth. We're making good progress, and based on the good faith negotiations, I made a decision to support this bill yesterday in the committee.
And I don't know about you, Vinny, but according to all my Native American friends, and I believe there's been a poll, over 90% of Native Americans actually want the name back. There's been a petition by the Native American Guardians Committee with over 150,000 signatures wanting to bring the name back. So this has actually caused quite a stir. Vinny, what are your thoughts on the Montana senator's comments there and his push to bring the Redskins logo and name back?
I like it. I think it'd be awesome. And I think if they could build a new stadium where the old Redskins stadium was, that would, I think the fans would be ecstatic. I heard President Trump yesterday talking about get the name back, so there seems like there's momentum.
Yes.
And yes. I would think that Redskin fans would want it. And I would think new ownership, they would get a big pat on the back if it happened.
Definitely. I agree with you. I think Washington fans definitely would embrace new ownership if they decided to go that direction. You already brought it up. I'll go ahead and show the video here. Donald Trump talking about bringing back the possibility of bringing back the Redskins name. He also talks about, the Chiefs are, still have their name. The Florida State Seminoles still have their name. And he talks about that. Take a listen to this.
When the Indian population is a great part of this country, a great heritage. And we were talking about Massapequa, Long Island, the Chiefs, they call themselves the Chiefs. Or the Kansas City Chiefs, they're not changing their name. A great team, great people, great owners, great coach and quarterback. I love the quarterback, like his girlfriend too. And his wife, his wife is great. She's been a big fan. His quarterback's mother is incredible. I like that team. They're called the Chiefs. And frankly, I see nothing wrong with it. They call them the Warriors, and not that team, but a lot of other teams, and all of these Indian surnames and different names. And I'm saying that I think that's a positive thing. And when you go back to Indians, they poll this. They don't know why these names are being taken off. They're trying to. I think it's degrading to the Indian population, and it's a great population, and they like when they're called by various names. Now, Washington. The Redskins, perhaps that's a little bit different, but I can tell you that I spoke to people of Indian heritage that love that name and they love that team.
Yeah, and people I've spoken to of Native American descent are loving the name as well. Man, Vinny, let me ask you, why do you think that the Redskins name was removed, but not teams like the Kansas City Chiefs, Florida State Seminoles, etc.? What are your thoughts? I'm curious.
I don't know, about why other teams did it. I know Dan didn't want to do it. I
Mhm.
think it was kind of forced into it by the politicians and stuff, and Native American. I know he traveled around and talked to a lot of Native Americans and stuff. So I don't know what the final decisions were and everything, but it seems like the president and other people, it seems like the groundswell is changing.
Definitely, definitely. Well, Vinny, I appreciate your insight on that specific topic here.